right, the latest news break right now coming in at the back of the remarks made by Ramesh Bidhuri, where he used rather unsavoury language for Priyanka Gandhi. Priyanka Gandhi has now come out and slammed Bidhuri's tweets remarks. Priyanka has called BJP Neta's remarks ridiculous, saying Bidhuri should focus on poll issues first and Bidhuri should talk about his own cheeks and not hers. Listen it.
मैम, did you speak on the bill? अपने गानों के बारे में बात नहीं की उन्होंने।
जी, हालांकि बाद में उन्होंने कहा कि मैं जो है खेद व्यक्त करता हूँ।
जो तो फिजूल की बातें, चुनाव है दिल्ली में, जो इम्पोर्टेंट इश्यूज हैं उनकी चर्चा होनी चाहिए। मैम, did you speak on the bill? अपने गानों के बारे में बात नहीं की उन्होंने।
जी, हालांकि बाद में उन्होंने कहा कि मैं जो है खेद व्यक्त करता हूँ।
जो तो फिजूल की बातें, चुनाव है दिल्ली में, जो इम्पोर्टेंट इश्यूज हैं उनकी चर्चा होनी चाहिए।
The fact is, Ramesh Bidhuri has been a voter mouthpiece. Few can forget the unsavoury language that he had used on the floor of the parliament against Danish Ali. Well, in this case, when speaking of the roads in Kalkaji, Ramesh Bidhuri is facing off against Atishi, where the constituency of Kalkaji is concerned. Ramesh Bidhuri used once again rather sexist language, bringing up Priyanka Gandhi's cheeks. Listen in.
लालू ने कहा था बिहार में कि बिहार की सड़कों को मैं हेमा मालिनी जी के गालों जैसे बना दूंगा। लालू ने झूठ बोला था, नहीं बना पाया, लेकिन मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं, सारी की सारी सड़कें प्रियंका गांधी के गाल जैसे जरूर बना देंगे।
All right, we have to also add that Ramesh Bidhuri did express regret on the statement that he had made. Newsbreak coming in right now. All right, more newsbreak right now coming in on top of the bulletin. Delhi Vidhan Sabha elections, former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and Congress leader Prithviraj Chavan has come out and said that the Delhi election is very important and I believe that Arvind Kejriwal will win in Delhi. Congress is also in the fray and will contest the elections. It would have been better if Congress and AAP formed an alliance, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Well, this is very bizarre, viewers, because you have the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, one of the top leaders of the Congress, coming out and saying that he doesn't quite have the faith in his own party for winning, but says Arvind Kejriwal will be winning this election in Delhi. Listen in.
दिल्ली चुनाव बहुत अहम चुनाव है। मैं समझता हूँ शायद वहाँ केजरीवाल जीत जाएंगे। कांग्रेस भी फ्रे में है, कांग्रेस भी चुनाव लड़ेगी। अच्छा होता अगर कांग्रेस और आप का अगर गठबंधन होता, लेकिन शायद वो नहीं होते दिख रहा है। तो अभी मैं यहाँ बैठ के शायद दिल्ली में क्या हो रहा है उसके बारे में ज्यादा कहना मुश्किल होगा।
This is as bizarre as it gets. Even before the elections have kicked in, one of the top leaders of the Congress has practically written the Congress out and saying that this election will be won by Arvind Kejriwal. It would have been a good thing if there was an alliance between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. As bizarre as it gets. Meanwhile, let's quickly cut across to what's really taking place in the national capital. There's an election in order, but the larger backdrop in front of which it's taking place, and that is the fault lines that are seemingly emerging between the allies of the India bloc. Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are locked in a heated war of words with weeks to go before Delhi casts its vote. Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal launched a direct attack on ex-Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Kejriwal said Congress and BJP are in a secret partnership for the upcoming elections and that Gehlot has made it clear that AAP is a political opponent for Congress in Delhi. Moreover, India Alliance ally Akhilesh Yadav has lent support to Aam Aadmi Party and the two leaders are set to share stage for the latter's Delhi campaign for a second time soon. This is very strange and I'll tell you why, because the Congress is now not fielding a candidate in the Milkipur by-polls in Uttar Pradesh taking place exactly at the same time, while the Samajwadi Party is not quite extending the same favour back to the Congress but supporting the Aam Aadmi Party. Apart from the Samajwadi Party, other India Alliance members like Trinamool Congress have also all openly backed Aam Aadmi Party, even Shiv Sena UBT.
देखिए, समाजवादी पार्टी की पहली प्राथमिकता भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हराना है लोकतंत्र बचाना है, संविधान बचाना है, पिछड़े दलित अल्पसंख्यक आदिवासियों के हक हकूक बचाने हैं। तो वो एक बड़ी लड़ाई समाजवादी पार्टी पूरे देश में लड़ रही है। तो स्वाभाविक है जो भाजपा को हरा रहा होगा, समाजवादी पार्टी उसकी मदद करेगी।
लोकसभा में आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस एक साथ लड़े थे, हम सब एक साथ रहे ना, इसीलिए तो बीजेपी का हमने पराभव किया है, हराया है बीजेपी को हमने। बहुमत नहीं मिला मोदी जी को, लेकिन विधानसभा में जिस तरह से आप एक दूसरे के खिलाफ अखाड़े में फ्रीस्टाइल कुश्ती चल रही है, देश देख रहा है। 4 साल के बाद देश हमको सवाल पूछेगा।
तो
आप केजरीवाल जी को देशद्रोही इंटरनेशनल साबित करने के लिए अपनी ताकत लगा रहे हो। कांग्रेस ने ये नहीं करना चाहिए।
दिल्ली चुनाव में तो पहले से तय था इंडिया अलायंस जो है वो लोकसभा के लिए। अभी हम लोगों ने डिसाइड नहीं किया पार्टी ने कि हम लोग वहाँ चुनाव लड़ेंगे कि नहीं लड़ेंगे, और बाद में हम लोग देखेंगे।
हम लोग ये उम्मीद करेंगे कि वहाँ पर आम आदमी पार्टी का सरकार फिर से आए और भाजपा पूरी तरह उसको डिफीटेड होना चाहिए, और दिल्ली का जनता भाजपा को पूरा पराजित करेंगे।
अजय राय जी, आम आदमी पार्टी का समर्थन समाजवादी पार्टी ने किया है। अखिलेश यादव ने कहा है कि वो समर्थन करेंगे, स्टेज साझा करेंगे। आप लोग किस तरह से देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि दिल्ली में तो कांग्रेस भी चुनाव लड़ रही है?
नहीं, देखिए, दिल्ली में कांग्रेस पूरी ताकत से चुनाव लड़ रही है और निश्चित तौर से कांग्रेस का वो गढ़ रहा है। हमारी कांग्रेस के नेता शीला दीक्षित जी और सारे लोगों ने वहाँ जम के काम किया। आप जितना भी काम वहाँ देख सकते हैं, जितना भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, वो सारा का सारा कांग्रेस और शीला जी के समय का है। केजरीवाल ने कोई काम नहीं किया है, केवल जनता को बेवकूफ़ बनाने का और ठगने का काम किया है।
आपको लग रहा है कि समर्थन समाजवादी पार्टी का वहाँ जाएगा तो क्या उनके लिए बेनिफिट रहेगा?
अब देखिए, ये तो मैं समझता हूँ कि वे वहाँ के लोग बता पाएंगे। मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा कि कांग्रेस मजबूती से लड़ रही है, कांग्रेस वहाँ अपनी सरकार बनाएगी।
There are lots of developments that are taking place, and I want to pull in my colleague Maushmi Singh, who knows a thing or two more about the Congress than most of us. And Maushmi, it's bizarre. Let's start from the beginning. At one end, you have the Delhi State Congress unit, which is going all out, taking on the Aam Aadmi Party. Then you have top leadership like Prithviraj Chavan, who just a short while back has said Arvind Kejriwal will form the government in Delhi, and Congress should have tied up with Aam Aadmi Party, which didn't quite happen, endorsing Arvind Kejriwal, even though his party is fighting against Arvind Kejriwal. And in all of this, you have the Samajwadi Party, Maushmi, which has come in to support the Aam Aadmi Party in the national capital, while the Congress has not fielded a candidate, against the Samajwadi Party in Milkipur, practically supporting the Samajwadi Party. The Congress, Maushmi, has completely been painted in a corner and embarrassing itself.
Absolutely, Preeti. If you look, it's like a confusion galore of sorts in the India bloc. And, one would have thought that after the Haryana debacle, or perhaps, the having burnt its fingers in Maharashtra with the initial bickering and Sanjay Raut and the others making statements about the state leadership of Maharashtra, maybe the Congress would have got its act together, decided what the India bloc allies also wanted, try to convince them that they have a serious battle in Delhi. They cannot let go of their lost ground because it could be permanently lost for them. And that's why they are caught in a bind to contest an election. They didn't take the alliance partners on board. And that's why you have the TMC, the Samajwadi Party, now the Shiv Sena UBT. Soon you'll see NCP Sharad Pawar joining the bandwagon. Worst could be that JMM also comes to campaign for Arvind Kejriwal, and then you know that all these leaders have chosen the AAP over the Congress party. One could say that, okay, the Aam Aadmi Party has better chances, but it really paints the Congress party in a bad light that you can't take your allies together and avoid the embarrassment that the statements are causing you.
Well, it's as embarrassing as it gets. Maushmi, before I let you go, I want to ask you a very quick question. Will you delve deeper for our viewers? Because in all of this confusion and conflict that is going within the Congress party, what's really going on between the central leadership and the state unit in Delhi? Because all the schemes at the forefront. You only see some local leaders in Delhi, while the top leadership, Mr. Kharge, the Gandhis, are completely missing from the campaign.
Right, Preeti, and one could not read but between the lines if you see that the delayed entry of Rahul Gandhi apparently would be on the 13th. And even before that, I would anticipate that, the Shiv Sena, UBT and the others would come to rally for Arvind Kejriwal. And the state unit, Ajay Makan's press conference of how Arvind Kejriwal was anti-national was postponed, and it's never seen the light of the day. And Ajay Makan, there has been no statement coming from Ajay Makan. There was a very lame statement from the state president, Devendra Yadav, saying that we'll soon do that press conference. But perhaps there is speculation that the India bloc allies could have played a part in telling the Congress that they couldn't go full throttle. I, for one, know that Arvind Kejriwal did complain about the harsh remarks of the Congress to the other India bloc members like Uddhav Thackeray and say that this was not okay. So all is not well with the Congress. There's a lot of difference of opinion within the state unit. They were already haggling, and now they don't even have the central leadership, really backing them. So I really see that they are like a rudderless boat. You have lone wolves like Sandeep Dixit and Alka Lamba trying to chase their own, dreams as far as, giving a fight to the giants of the Aam Aadmi Party are concerned.
All right, Maushmi, thank you for joining us. We're going to let it be, but I'm sure we're going to go back to Maushmi for a lot more with what's going on right now, with not just in the Delhi elections where the Congress's lot is concerned, but the Congress's lot where it comes down to the India alliance. Meanwhile, massive row coming in after the centre gave its nod for Pranab Mukherjee's memorial in the national capital. Pranab Mukherjee's daughter, Sharmishta Mukherjee, met the Prime Minister on January 7th. Congress leaders Danish Ali has now taken on the centre, alleging that the Prime Minister is trying to play politics, play one congressman over the other and ignoring Dr. Manmohan Singh. The centre has allocated land at the Rashtriya Smriti Sthal within the Rajghat complex in Delhi for a memorial for former President Pranab Mukherjee. Mukherjee's daughter, Sharmishta, expressed her gratitude to the PM for the decision, calling it gracious and unexpected. Congress leaders like Danish Ali, meanwhile, took on the centre, alleging that the centre is on purpose trying to create a division between the Congress by playing up one congressman over the other, where it comes down to allotting a memorial for Dr. Manmohan Singh, which the centre hasn't, but saying that it will. He further alleged that the Modi government indulged in dirty politics by rejecting the space for Manmohan Singh, but giving the same space for a Pranab memorial.
Sharmishta, this has already now gotten into a controversy with some Congress leaders claiming that this is deliberate attempt to sideline late Dr. Manmohan Singh, linking Pranab Mukherjee to the RSS. How does this how do you really receive these kind of allegations?
I don't know if it's the official line by Congress, but if this is the official line by Congress, it's below my dignity even to comment on such a thing. That, how Congress belittle their own. It shows that how Congress belittle their own. And, they are creating controversy about memorial which are done in honor of one former prime minister and one former president. These are not just the dignity of individuals, these are also the dignity of the institutions. And as far as I know, that the BJP government has already agreed for a memorial for Dr. Manmohan Singh. So what is the controversy about it? What is the controversy? Both Dr. Manmohan Singh and former President Pranab Mukherjee, they belong to Congress. So rather than welcoming it, they are unnecessarily doing this politics. It shows the rot and the rotten mindset of Congress, of the current Congress.
That said, there was a lot of hue and cry over Rahul Gandhi taking off to Vietnam during the mourning period of Dr. Manmohan Singh as well. You must have noticed that, the controversy that erupted along that period of time. How would you respond to that?
I would really like to, because I am no longer involved in politics and people might think I'm joining BJP, but I don't have any intention of joining BJP or anything because I'm far away from politics. But as an ordinary citizen, as a concerned citizen, I definitely would like to question Rahul Gandhi that, why when the nation is mourning the death of the demise of a prime minister who was a stalwart leader of your own party, why did you have to take off for a foreign trip for New Year celebration or for whatever why did you have to go? Why couldn't it wait? The sky wouldn't have fallen.
Right, the politics is going to continue. Meanwhile, which has been considered as a stunning yet questionable move, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced that Facebook will be discontinuing its third-party fact-checking policy. Instead, the platform will implement a community-driven system called Community Notes, similar to the model used currently by Elon Musk's X. This announcement comes as part of a broader effort to enhance free expression and streamline content moderation across Meta platforms, including Instagram and Threads. The implementation of Community Notes will begin in the United States over the coming months, with plans for a global rollout later in 2025. Zuckerberg believes this shift represents a cultural tipping point towards prioritizing free speech. As these changes unfold, many will be watching closely to see how they impact user experience and content moderation on Facebook and its sister platforms.
It's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political. But there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes, similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact-checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system.
Meanwhile, all of this in context when at a time we are seeing intense political polarization, billionaire entrepreneur and owner of social media platform X, Elon Musk, has openly targeted old American regimes plus countries like UK and Germany on his own platform X. In keeping with Elon Musk's outbursts against countries, the head of TED, Chris Anderson, who runs a curated non-profit idea-based talks, has publicly called out Elon Musk over his contentious use of the platform X. TED chief Chris Anderson, in an open letter to Elon Musk, says his social media posts have the ability to change the global conversation, but at the same time, some of them could literally get someone killed. Stating that he misses the old Elon, Anderson claimed that Musk, as the owner of X, was overlooking the core tenets of journalism. In an extensive post on X, Anderson says, "With a certain amount of trepidation, I am posting this open letter to Elon Musk, someone I have admired, but who right now is causing me deep concern." The TED chief's remarks come at a time when Musk, following Trump's victory in the US elections, has openly targeted governments of nations like Canada, Germany, personally attacking the UK Prime Minister. Musk has also voiced support for far-right activists and has called for the release of a jailed UK protester, Tommy Robinson. Now, according to Tim Anderson, the owner of X is failing to follow the fairness doctrine, which says that before publishing critical claims about an individual or an institution, one must reach out to them for their side of the story. While the TED chief believes that Musk is eyeing issues that are important and worthy of efforts, he said that the way it is being presented is playground bullying. Elon Musk is yet to respond to this open letter, which was posted on X by Chris Anderson. You're watching our fact check segment where we bust fake news. There's a claim suggesting video shows electric vehicle exploding in Uttar Pradesh. The fact check on that: this video shows an assassination of a Russian naval officer in Crimea. Nothing to do with Uttar Pradesh and electric vehicles exploding.